Okay, so maybe we'll start the session now. Fine. I'll share the screen.
Excuse me, sir. Can I
Yeah.
ask a question?
No. Questions I'll take at the last. That is what I told. I need to cover a couple of things, and then I'll just get back to your questions. I hope my screen is visible, right? Okay. Okay. So now I'll take a couple of important topics here. All right. So how the flow will be? I'll tell you. So what we will do today? So we'll just take a couple of things. We'll take a couple of things like what should be the basically format of final submission, and how you need to interpret your results, right? Only showing the spikes will not work, right? If you are just sharing the results or you are doing analysis, there should be a logical reasoning or hypothesis behind that. It should not be something like you are putting a spikes because it leads to rejection. So I'll just take some examples. Data cleaning, I think I have already cleared in the previous session. So I'll take the final term details and then we'll go with the questions, right? And meanwhile, I'll just try to give you a brief about a case study of IBM, right? What other case was there, how IBM grew up from the dead end and all, right? Voice is not clear?
No, it's clear, sir.
It's clear.
Yeah. I think there is a issue from somebody put a message, right? So yeah, so I'll just take a case study of IBM. From there, I'll just so the motive of the case study is to showcase you how you are able to find out how you are able to find out the business problems, right? So I'll just reframe a brief introduction about the study, and then we'll just go for the question and answer. So this will be the flow of today's session, all right? And meanwhile, just don't just give you the emojis whenever I will ask you for clearing the things, and except then avoid sending a messages because it create a disturbance, right? So let me finish the things and then I'll just try to address all the questions you are having, right? So don't worry about it. I'm sharing you the screen. Okay, fine. So I'm coming to basically I have already covered what was the content of your midterm thing, right? Up to midterm it is covered. Okay, so proposal is done, midterm is done. Now I am covering your final term, right? Okay. Okay, so I'll give you one example. Okay, so this is something like an example where I'm showing multiple bars. Okay, so these are of blue colors, these are from different colors. Okay, so this is a plot I'm giving you. Okay, just tell me what you are able to interpret from this plot. Yeah, just unmute yourself and tell me what you are able to interpret from these plots.
Sir, red color thing is constantly increasing while blue color bar is constantly decreasing. It may be like one is affecting other. It might be because of red color is increasing, blue color might have been reducing.
Okay, so you are saying the first option I get, increasing and decreasing trend.
And maybe it's the market share of two, not market share, maybe.
Comparison between both the businesses, like
Yeah.
or red and blue one, where red is doing better than blue.
Comparison between business. Yeah, next plot. Next answer.
Sir, if there were some labels on the axis, then it'd be more informative to determine.
Label on axis is missing for better understanding. Yeah, next.
Maybe first one is my investment and second one is my income, ultimate output. So in the
Okay.
first case, income and ultimate output.
Okay. Next.
Maybe it's a quarterly comparison of the business.
Comparison of business. Okay.
There doesn't seem to be enough data. Like it's just 3 quarters. More context might be needed.
There is not there. What do you mean by enough data?
It's just, it seems like it's a comparison between two products for like maybe 3 months. It doesn't seem like there's enough data, depending on what this represents.
Labeling is not
So
there.
basically,
Label
lack of
is
numbers on the graph, sir. Lack of numbers everywhere.
a lack of context everywhere.
Labeling is not there.
Lack of numbers. Okay. Labeling is not there. I have already mentioned here labeling one.
So one thing is for sure, the y-axis represents some number and x-axis represents, it could be two products, it could be 2 years, or it could be anything.
It's time, yes, time versus something, price, or maybe
Time versus something. Okay.
Maybe population of two countries.
Maybe population. So this is just exercise, right? It will just, I'm just trying to open your eyes, right? So that's why I have taken a lot of responses, and I will be very happy if I'll get some more response.
so basically this is a bad representation of whatever data they are like whoever is trying to represent it.
Okay. Fine. That's all?
This graph is used for comparison.
Used for comparison.
Sir, if it's a time series graph, then it can show a demand shift basically.
Okay. Fine.
How the demand is shifting from the blue product to the red product over time.
Okay. So, okay, if I'll just give you, or you are examiner, right? How much on a weightage of 10, right? How much marks you will give to this plot?
2.
How
Zero.
much?
So 0.
0.
Zero, because there is no like outcome, like there's no proper anything we can derive out of it. There is nothing.
Okay. Anyone else?
It depends
Maybe
on
negative.
what is attached, what statement is attached before or after this graph.
Okay. So just it is good. Like I have received a lot of responses from you, right? Some are interesting responses. Some are nearly what exactly this is going to represent, right? And so, in my opinion, if I'll cancel this graph. I'll give 0 marks for this graph. Increasing and decreasing trend, somebody is saying. If you don't know the labels, right? So how you can say it is increasing and decreasing? Suppose if I'll just compare two commodities. So here I'll say rate. Here I'll say basically commodity, right? So how you can say it is a basically increasing decreasing trend? You can't say it like this. So this is the so this type of graphs are not, it's useless totally, because there is no representation whether what that red color is representing and what this blue color is representing. Okay. So this is looking like this. I have given you a photo of a guy, and I'm just asking you identify this. Right? Is it possible for you to identify? I have given only the photo, and he is not close to you. He is some random guy, some random, or you can say AI generated guy. Are you able to identify?
No.
Correct. You are not able to identify because no information is there. It is just, it's basically a AI generated image. AI generated image with no information. Right? So how you will identify this guy? It is not possible, right? Okay. So similar things are happening here as well. So this is something, a result of something. This is a result of something. It is not basically, you are not able to identify what it represents. It is some random plot. If somebody say to me, just identify this, I will say, sir, this is not possible. Just don't make a fun. Because you didn't give anything. How I can identify what it is? It is just lines. These are only lines. Only lines. After seeing this plot, I can interpret one thing, that these are some random lines. So this is some straight line, vertical and horizontal, and these are some boxes. That's all. I'm not able to find whether it is an increasing trend or decreasing trend. It's a comparison of a business or something, right? Because I don't know anything about this plot. Right? So it is looking like something like a random guy is standing, and somebody said me, like, just identify this guy. Just give me the whole history of this guy. Not possible. Because I don't know anything about that guy. I don't know even a single, his name itself, right? So that I can guess from the name. Okay, this is his name. I can relate some features from the name. Not possible, right? Because nothing is there. Okay. So, when you are doing a BDM project also, when you are in a final stage is very crucial, right? Because in final stage, you have to give all the technical details of your project. Just be careful with this, all the technical details. right? Technical details, right? All the technical details you need to put in a plate and just serve it. Okay. So the next question will come, how you can just decorate your plate. So suppose this is a plate, right? In this you have to put a different dishes. Now how you can decorate this plate to be best rated? Okay. So in this plate you have a different type of dishes. Suppose this is Korean dish, this is Thai dish, this is Punjabi dish, this is some Indian dish. Okay, so there should be some representation. Otherwise, the customer will not come to your shop again. Right? So these dishes are your business problem. Okay, so whatever I am representing here in terms of dishes, these are your business problems. Okay, so the thing come, how you can just showcase your problem solution in an efficient way. That all comes in your final report, right? Okay. So when you are plotting, if I'll give you some plot. Okay, so here what you are doing, you are just checking a seasonal trends. If you want to show the seasonal trend, so it is something like it should be with respect to time, right? So what should be your x-axis and y-axis? So you are seeing the commodities. Suppose this is your commodity or variable one, which is your basically your SKUs, and this one, right? This you have to check with your time, right? So in this sense, you can't put a bar graph. Bar graph is a different. I'll just in the next session I'll just show you or tell you the different type of data which you need to plot, right? So from next session onwards, I am going to somewhat, because you have already done your BDM theory and other stats course, right? So I'll not go in a depth, but from the next session I'll just go a brief insight about your data. What type of data is, what is categorical data, right? Different type of data are there. Discrete data is there. How you need to plot discrete data and categorical data, right? So if you are just plotting with respect to time, it will not efficient plot, because here this plot is meant for something else. Your histogram is meant for something else, not for time plot. So what you need to do here, it's basically you are seeing a time. So you need to see here your time with respect to commodity, right? You need to see the fluctuations. Right. So this will give you what exactly the fluctuations are, at what month you have a fluctuations, right? So this is how you need to plot. Okay, now coming to the technical point. Suppose you have plot, suppose one plot is there. Okay. and this is the other plot. So these are your product one, and this is your product 2. You are seeing a performance of two product. Performance of two products. Suppose here you have time, and here you have basically profit. Okay, or time, or year, or basically whatever you want, right? So you can just, or frequency, whatever you want to mention here. So now you are going to see the variation of profit with respect to time. Okay, so I'll tell you one beautiful equation: y is equals to mx plus c. Okay, so here what you are seeing a variation of x, how variation of y with respect to x, right? So your y axis will be y, you are seeing a variation of y with respect to x. So here, if you need to see a variation of your profit with respect to, suppose, m into t plus c, I'll not go with big equations, right? Just this is for your understanding only. Okay, so you need to see how the profit is changing with respect to time. Okay, so your y-axis will be profit and x-axis will be your time. So here you can say you have taken a data of 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. So this is year. I'm just saying this is a year data. So if you can see here, okay, if I'll take 23, you can see here. Okay, if we can go 24, you can see here what 24 is representing, or you can go to 25, you can check what it is representing. Just I'll explain this thing. This is very important. Okay, so from these plots, I'll just now will guide you how to interpret the results. The first thing, up to this plot, up to 23, if I'm taking a data for 23 only, right? If I'm taking a data up to 23, so it is this type, right? So you can see here, this is up to 23, and this is profit, this is your year, right? So you can see here, the profit changes for product 1, P1 and P2, right? So you can see here the slope of P1 and slope of P2. Both the slope you can see. So it is just a flat, nearly the flat, right? So what slope will give? It will give you a rate of change of this commodity. So it will give your dp by dt. This is your changes, right? So you can see here the slope of product 1 is too high. Means the variations of profit is too high for P1 when compared with P2, right? The slope is pretty high. It means, right, the profit is decreasing a lot up to 2022, up to 2023. But in comparison to P2 has a nearly the straight slope. It means there is not fluctuation. The profit is nearly the constant. P2 profit is constant and P1 profit is sharply decline, right? Then you will understand from this plot itself, you will understand that there is something off in basically product one, right? The sales is depleting a lot. So how you can interpret this results? So this is something is coming from your visualization, right? Then you will discuss with the business owner and say up to 2023 there is a huge decline in sales for commodity P2, sorry, P1. Then he will give you a reason for that, why it is coming, right? So this is the a very important thing when you are just plotting anything, right? Just try to interpret, and based on these all outcomes, when you are discussing with the business owner and when you are interpreting your results, you can make your hypothesis. That is your interpretation, where you can say due to alternative or competitive products related to P1, the sales goes down. Or you can say the business owner refuse to stock the product. Why? Because of less profit margin, right? One more thing you can say, the sales decline because of stock out condition. So these are just the examples. So these are my intuitions, right? This is what I'm thinking might be the reason for this decline in sale. But when you are discussing with the business owner, you will able to identify which is the appropriate reason, either this or this. Got it? Just give a thumbs up if it is clear. I'll move ahead. Great. If you have any doubt till now, just do let me know. I hope this is useful for you all, right? To interpret the results is a very important thing, because you are making a business problem. To how to interpret your results, it's very important.
Sir,
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, would you be taking individual doubts later?
Yeah, I'll take individual doubt later.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I hope it is clear. I'll just move ahead now.
Quick question, sir.
Yeah.
For
Tell me.
each of the individual products, would
Okay.
it be more preferable if the profit trend was done individually, or like is it okay if we like just to save up space, if we do it in
This is
one chart itself?
This is a good question. So what you need to do here, I'm not able to find who was asking the question.
It's me, Ruben, sir.
Okay, Robert. So yeah, so here it's a good question. This activity you are doing in your basically midterm stage, right? What you are doing in a midterm, you are doing, suppose you have 5,000 SKUs. It is not possible for you to analyze all. Not possible. So here itself, if you remember, I told you to do a data cleaning, right? So from data cleaning, you are able to identify, okay, 10 products are there which are more efficient, right? So that 10 products you need to do the further analysis. Okay. So if you are just plotting this, so your question is to include all the plots. It depends. I will not able to say like you need to plot all the things. It depends what you want to analyze. Suppose there is a category of products. First category you are shortlisting. Suppose it's a basically a you can say it's a grocery shop. First category you are shortlisting oils. Second category you are shortlisting. You are seeing a comparison of different type of oils. Second category you are seeing basically where you are identifying the soaps. Identifying different soaps or analyze suppose third category is something like your rice. So you have a different type of rice, A, B, C, D type of rice. So you want to, so it depends. Like if you want to go for basically category wise analysis, then you have to take a different type of products he is having for the same category. So if you want to compare some results, you need to compare the same results. You need to take a same category for comparison. You can't compare oils with soaps with rice. It will not give a fruitful results. Right? I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So basically an apples to apples and oranges to oranges comparison.
Correct. One important thing I want to tell here is when you are comparing a data, when you are doing a data comparison, right? Suppose this is basically if you are just comparing a rice. Okay. Here rice comparison, here it is year and here it is sales. Suppose this is 2022, 23, 2024, right, and 2025. Okay, so if you want to compare the different type of rice, okay, suppose this is something like rice A, B, this is C. Okay, so here you have different type of rice A, B, C. Okay, one thing you always keep in mind when you are doing a comparison, just compare all the things with the same reference point. What I mean to say, if you are taking a data for a type of rice from 2022, then you need to take data for B and C for the same tenure. It should not be like that. You are taking a data for A from 2022 and B you are taking from 1992 to 2000, and C, you are taking a data for 2025 to 2026. This is not correct, right? The time frame should be same. If you don't have a data, suppose if you have a data for B and C from 2023 and you have a data for A from 2022, it is fine. You can take a data for A from 2023 itself. You need not to include 2022. Not necessary to include. Okay. You don't want to include it. Just exclude. Just take a data from 2023 for all. Okay. So this is very important point when you are going with to the companies as well. These things you need to keep in mind. Okay. Now coming to the next point. You are plotting some results or some pie chart. The pie chart when you are plotting, all right. So in the pie chart, your pie chart should not look like it's a flooded with your different pies, right? You need to include a lesser number of variables in pie chart. Your pie chart should not look like this. You have hundreds of variables in the pie chart. This is not correct. 4 to 5 are ideal pies, right? Okay. So it is a better representation. 4 to 5 pies. That's all. Okay. Now, when you are just including any plot, right? So suppose this plot is there. You have included the plot. So below this plot, you need to write what exactly this plot means. There should be a proper figure number for the plot. Then you can say this plot figure number dash 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 represents 3 pies. Okay, 3 pies which includes your this variable data for how many years this pie. Suppose you are calculating a percentage of sales. So this percentage of sales is basically for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, right, or 4 year, or it's basically average of 4 years, right? This you need to write clearly, because when you are plotting it, right, suppose you have given a pie. Okay, so you have given a results for pie. You are saying like this is showing percentage sales of oils, right? Percentage sales of oils ABC, different oils, right? So this is your A, this is your B, and this is your C, right? So this is you are calculating with respect to 100%, and you are saying this is 30%, this is 20%, and this is 50%. Right? Now you need to write this 30% you are saying it's basically data for 2022 or 2023 or 2024, or it's basically a average of your 3-year data. That you need to clearly mention here. So this comes like when you are plotting, you need to give some details about your plot. What the plot is representing. You need to showcase the results, right? It should not be something like you have put the you have included the plot and just go to the next plot. It should not be like that. Okay. Now, at last, when you are coming for an interpretation, so there is a section called interpretation of your results, right? Interpretation and recommendation. So now you can say, so you don't have to give too much details here. So this after the plot, you need to give a small details information about your plot. That's all. Now, when you are going with the interpretation of results, right? Here you need to mention the things. Here you have to say from figure number one, the interpretation. Now you can just bring your interpretation. These are your interpretations. So these are your interpretation. I have given you. So these are your interpretation. You can say like from figure number one. These are the interpretation I am having as per the discussion with the business owner. Got it? So these justifications you have to write at the last. Okay. I hope up to this it is clear. So this is all you need to do in your final report. Final report is something like it's very important where you are interpreting your results with some quantification, right? You are going to quantify your data and you are interpreting based on that quantification. Okay. So that's all from my side. Today I'll cover this much only, and I'll go with the case study. It is a very interesting case study. It will show you how to identify a business problem. All right. Okay, so just let me know if you want to have a case study. I can go to the case study directly now onwards, or if you have questions, I'll just try to address the question. So it's basically totally depending upon you what you guys want.
Sir, I have just a few questions regarding the project.
No, that is fine. Just wait for a time. I just ask like what's the opinion for all.
So we can
Case
move
study
to
would be
case
better. I would like to go see the case study.
Okay. Just okay.
Yes, the same here. I'd also want to see some case studies.
Okay, great. Then case study, I'll just briefly introduce a case study, and then in the next session I'll go in detail so that you can have a sufficient time for your question and answer as well, right? So okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just give me a couple of minutes. I'll open the case study. Okay. Are you able to see the screen? Fine. Okay. So here you are seeing a title, Elephant Learn to Dance. What you are thinking about it? Just after reading the title. Is it possible for an elephant to dance?
No, sir.
What's other opinion is? So this is something like an interpretation of your results, where you are seeing the image and you are going to interpret, is it possible or it is not possible? Whether it is possible, I'm not saying physically it is possible, but conceptually it is possible or not. You can also contradict this statement. Okay.
Perhaps it's just a catchy headline to show that they did something which was previously thought to be not possible.
Great, great. Good answer. So this is a case study for IBM, right? So what happened? So this is a very important period for IBM, 1990 to 2022. So in this basically tenure, there is a huge transformation for IBM. I hope everybody is aware of IBM, right? It's a global leader. Global leader, multinational company, right? So what the case was? So this I'll just at the last I'll give you the reference. So what happened? There are three major events happen in IBM, right? So you can say this is a transformation of IBM from dead stage to become a global leader. So in 1993, there was a crisis, huge crisis. Nearly IBM faced a loss of nearly 8.1 billion. Everybody was thinking it was a disaster in US market where they can see this was the first company, right, who faced such a huge loss in US share market. Everybody was thinking like IBM will not able to survive, right? Then what happened from 93 to 1996? This is a pivot point. So what happened? What exactly is a pivot point? Pivot point is something when you are just going down, 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 and then you are picking it up and become. So this point, if you are seeing this point, this is called your pivot point, from which it is the trend is getting reverse, right? So this is, you can say, a profit or loss, and this is your time. Okay. So what happened here? 1993 to 1996 was a pivot point, and in recession, right? So what exactly it means? It's basically a growing up of a business. You can see a profit of nearly $168 billion. So this is basically in 2022, the company comes up with a profit. So here you can see a loss of 8.1 billion, and here you can see a profit of nearly 168 billions, right? So what happened in between? It is very curious question. So what happened? How the company survive? Now I'll tell you and relate with a business problem. Business problem. I will relate this what happened with the business problem now. So the first act was a crisis when there was a huge loss. So why the crisis was happening? So during this tenure, 1993, the company is mainly 1993. Company is mainly depending on a big computers. They are working on hardware side only. All right. So they don't have any alternative product. They are working on hardwares. You can see a big computers at that time. People are sitting and they have a big computers. All right. So they didn't think, right? 1993 it was fine. Previously it was fine. They are getting good profit. But what happens since the market are changing? Competitors are coming on the market. So they didn't think about it. So this is something like a business problem. where you don't have a vision, proper vision of your product. How you are able to identify your vision? You need to do, this is a frequent process a company has to do, is to analyze basically data of their competitor. What exactly the competitors are coming up, what upgrades they are coming up, how much cost it is associated with, how to reduce the price to be competitive in the market. Right? So these are the business problem. How to be competitive in the market? You need to do analysis. You need to take your competitor data and you need to analyze the data. And accordingly, you need to put a price caps. Okay, so these big computers, right? Big computers are becoming a dinosaurs, expensive dinosaurs, because you won't be able to relocate. But the market trend was changing, right? Market trend was changing. People want a small computers. So the era is changing from big computers to small computers, or you can say personal computers. All right. And people are also working for the client based model. So there are different things are happening. This is something like a transformation of technology. You can say here it is totally a transformation of technology. Right. So here what happened, it's a transformation of technology. But IBM was not thinking about in this particular way at that particular time. So now the computer came, Google came, different Microsoft came, right? So they are also coming to the segment of hardwares, and then it is pretty difficult because they are very competitive. They launch some product which are very competitive. They are expensive. They are something like you can say it's basically a small computer species they have launched in the market, and because of these big giants, you can say a big giants, big computers, people are not preferring to buy. Now they don't have any alternative options, right? So because of these no alternative options, they have seen a continuous drop of nearly 8.1 million in 1993. From 1990 to in 3 years, you can see only in 3 years how much technology transforms. Right? So people are preferring basically on personal computers and distributed client server models, right? So they don't have any option for that. So it means if they don't have any option for that, then your company, you need to shut down the company. That is what the situation come here. Now I'll relate this with BDM project, right? How I relate? Always I'm saying you should have a multiple business problems, right? So if you have a single business problem, what happens? It becomes a disaster for you. So it is a dead end. So if you have multiple business problems, right? Similarly, if they are working on a single product, right, and then they face a loss because they didn't think about it. Similar way, so it is basically not a direct relation to your BDM project. It's basically indirect relation where I'm just interpreting and saying when you are quoting a business problem, right, you should have multiple alternatives to sustain or to complete the project in time. Got it? I hope this is clear. Okay, now I am coming to the next point. So this was the first reason. The first reason was, this was the first reason for basically the losses they suffered. The second reason was, this is very interesting reason, right? So this is the second reason. So they have a business, what exactly the culture they are following. In business, they have a culture. Suppose there are 30 members in a review board, right? 30 members in a review board. What happens? 30 members has a veto power. right? What it means, like if the meetings are happening for a new project, right? So if one person is not agree and he can say a veto, that is what happening in for our India as well. China is always putting a veto. Turkey is always putting a veto, right? To restrict us as a permanent member. Similar thing is there. Everybody has a veto power. Like even a smaller, like even a employee who is just unskilled labor, he also have a veto power. He is not technically strong, but he has a veto power. He can say a veto, and then whole project they are discussing for a month. So it's becoming like a bhool bhulaiya. Bhool bhulaiya. I think some of you have already watched the movie Bhool Bhulaiya, right? So it is something like a Bhool Bhulaiya, where a lot of meetings are happening. Different meetings, different committees are forming, different review boards are forming. But what happened at last? If one person is saying veto, then these whole years of work is waste. So this is the main problem, where they are not able to launch new technology, right? Because if they are discussing, somebody is coming with a proposal, he just pushing the proposal. If his friend and his previous friend who is not happy with him, right, he will say veto and his project will go on, right? So this is the second reason for the failure. Now, what they think, other thing, some of the business problems are coming here in BDM project as well, where they are thinking to expand a business, right? So what I usually suggest in that, just focus on the existing business first. What exactly the bottlenecks are there in the business? Then you are able to solve or expand the business. If you are not able to solve the current business problems, right? So there is no means of expansion of the business. So what they thought, the board of member thought, okay, we are going in a loss. Let's differentiate IBM into different segment. So here your pie chart will come, right? So they told, now what we will do, we will just break IBM into different parts, right? Suppose this is your printer, right? This is something like a hardware. This is your personal computers, and this is something else, right? So what happens if there is not a stability in the company itself? There are a lot of basically cultural issues are there inside the business itself, right? Where everybody has a veto power. If you are going to segregate, it will not work, right? So this is the board basically approved to have a different different proposal and different segments of the business. Now here comes the hero. Here comes the hero, which is known as Gerstner. So this book, Elephant Can't Dance, right? So this book, Elephant Learn to Dance, it's a book or it's a case study which is written by a CEO, Gerstner, right? Now, in 2000, they have now they have appointed. So this is a pivot point in 1990 to 2022. So 1990 to 2022. They have appointed a new CEO, right? Whose name was Gerstner. It is very interesting to see here. The Gerstner was a non-tech guy, right? He's a non-tech guy. He's coming from a leather industry to a purely technical or purely, you can say, IT based company. Everybody was laughing at that time, like how this person will handle, right? So what he said the first thing, if you are running a company, you should have a vision. There was no vision. They are working blindly. There was no vision at all. So he told IBM need a vision, what they want to do. Right? There should be some vision on which everybody should work. So now what they did now, since there was multiple vendors, vendor 1, vendor 2, vendor 3, vendor 4, vendor 5, vendor 6, right? If a customer is coming to you, right, with some requirement, there are multiple vendors which are confusing the customers. So he told, now you don't have to, we don't have a system like this where we have a multiple vendor which used to consult the customer. So he told, now we need to switch to the basically solution where we can say IBM is only a one place resources where you can come with your problem and we can cater all your needs. That is why it become IBM Global. Right? Now they have shifted their basically structure, whole structure, and they told like we should not be have a we should have a customer will coming to IBM and we can share a different, we can expertise or we can just consult with a different expertise to the customer. We will just able to understand their problem, right? So what they did, they told we will understand customers' problems. You can say a business problems, and we will give them expert advice and consultation, right? So this is what they did. They told we will give you expertise in consultation, technical consultation, right? So how they will do this technical consultation, if I can relate with the your BDM project? So these consultations are based on your requirement, which is coming from a business owner. If you are going for primary project, right? The second thing is based on data, right? Based on data only you are going to provide the expertise, or you are going to advise them, or you are going to give a consultation to them. If you don't have a basically understanding of previous data, so if they don't have understanding of what is happening previously, right? If they don't have understanding of these things, problem 1, problem 2, problem 3, right? Based on the data, right? They won't be able to give the solution. So important thing is that you should have understanding of the data. Okay. So they told now we can go to one-stop end-to-end solution. What is this one-stop end-to-end solution now? Now they told we are shifting from selling hardware, a big boxes, to basically a knowledge sharing. So what they started doing, they are just started hiring, or they are just finding out in their organization who are the technical experts, right? They started hiring a people who are having a technical expertise on particular domain. Okay. So what they did now they told, okay, now they reached to the different companies. Suppose this is their client. Now they told our IBM person, our IBM advisor, right? Who like now they are shifting from hardware, or you can say product selling, to service selling. Right? In service selling, what they are doing, they are just having IBM advisor who are going to give a consultation, and on the basis of that, they are charging. So what happened here? They told our advisor, if you have a problem, come to us. We will just listen your problem. We will work out on your problem, and then after working out, our IBM advisor will sit along with your team. Right? Suppose if you want to buy something, right? So our IBM advisor will be sitting with you. He will just give you suggestions. Okay. Suppose if you want to buy a mobile, right? So our advisor, who is expert in all the technical features of the mobile, from hardware to software, he will sit along with you when you are having a bidding, and when the clients, or when basically a supplier will come to you, he will sit with you, right? And he will suggest you the best option. Now, the key point here is that, right, this actually is very important thing they did. They said, like, if you have a company one, suppose they have given IBM Tech, your HP Tech, your Sun Micro. So suppose 3 companies are there. So this is a game changer for them. So they told, like, if you have a bidding for 3 companies, or you have a technical meetings for the 3 companies, our advisor will sit and he will give you the best option. He is the advisor of IBM, right? If the best option is for HP, he will not suggest IBM to you. He will suggest you have to buy HP product. Or if the best option is Sun Micro, he will not say you have to buy our product. He will say, sir, IBM products are not suitable for you. We don't have a product which has basically performance what you are just looking for. And HP or Sun Micro have, amongst these two, you can opt for HP, which cater all your need. So this is a point which build the trust. Build trust to customer. Where he is telling, don't buy our product. Don't buy our product. XYZ product is best for your need. As per your need. Right? So this is the important point which clicked, and from here they build a trust with their customers. Okay. So now what happens? So instead of hiring different peoples, how the companies are getting benefit from this IBM services, because if they want to buy, or they want to have a different product, like CEOs, like you can say it's a C-suite meeting. C-suite means CEO, CFO. So that IBM advisors are sitting in front of C-suites, all the C-suites, right? And they are giving a technical advice. So what happened if you don't have these peoples, right? If you don't have a proper advice, then they have to hire a peoples of a different domains. So first thing, it is cost effective for the company. They are getting a single source. That too, they don't have to have a permanent contract. They can have a contract based on you can say based on the product they are purchasing, right? So this build a trust, huge trust. So they started solving a problem with this. This was the first step. The second step was coming from problem number 2. This was a problem number 2. where everybody has a veto power. So they told, right? So we need to restructure our nervous system. So employees and basically different teams are a nervous system of a company. So previously, what was the motive was there, or what was the procedure was there? As per the seniority, they are getting a salary. If they are not working at all, they are getting a salary because they are senior. Now they shifted from seniority to performance basis. Right? Those who are doing a performance, they will be getting a pays. Right? Otherwise, there should be no increment, nothing else. So profit sharing, like if a company is getting a profit, so the profit sharing will be done to the peoples who are doing a performance. For non-performing peoples on a seniority basis, will not give any incentives or the profits to our employee. And they have told like there should be no veto power. There should be a systematic meetings which should be approved via voting, and they removed totally a veto power thing. Because they have seen, like because of this veto power, a lot of projects are just going on a thrash. Now, so they always their seniority based pay, it was there, like focus on individual performance. So everybody was thinking like they are performing good, and they are not focusing on a vision of a company. They are focusing on their individual performance, individual ratings, right? And so now they have made a performance based on pay, performance based pay, overall company profits. So they have to think there should be a focus of every employee should focus on the vision of a company and overall profit, not for their individual performance profit, right? And they told like we need to go for, so we need to have a collaboration amongst our managers. It should not be something like somebody is pulling their legs, right? Okay, so they launch a profit-based model now. I hope it is clear to you all. You are not getting bored.
It's clear, sir. Thank you.
I hope you are not getting bored, right?
No, sir, no.
Okay. So now, this is another technique they have implemented. They told, hey, listen, you don't have to sit on an office. You don't have to sit on a chair the whole time. Now, you need to move to the customer place. So, this is a good point actually. So, when we interact personally to customer, right? Suppose if you are going to one shop, right? The sales boy comes to you. He'll say, sir, I just want to assist you. I'm not forcing you to just buy our product, right? He'll say, I'll not assist you to buy the product. Just if you want some technical thing or some guidance from my side, I'm just happy to help you out, right? Then he will showcase you the products. What are the products you have? What are the features they have, right? And at last, he will not force you to buy the product. He already tell his intention. I am not forcing you to buy the product. I'm just showcasing the feature of the product we are having, right? So what when you are going to the shop, it will give a positive thing on your mind, right? Okay, this guy is genuine, right? When he is showcasing the product, then you already have some attachment with that guy, right? You already have some confidence or some trust on that guy, right? Because he didn't focus on a marketing point of view, right? So that is what they did. They told like, you don't have to sit on a company. You don't have to sit on a chair. You have to go to the market. You have to understand basically customer needs. You have to give your time. So 40% of your time you need to give to the customer place to understand the business problem, right? Then rest of the time you have to go for the operation R&D, what you will do, what the analysis you will do. You have to go for the analysis process. You have to go for the data analysis, right? Your data analytics, you have to find the different options. You have to summarize the thing. You have to interpret the things based on the data. And then This is the portion where you can do research and development. This is the solution providing segment, and internal meetings you are seeing now, it is reduced to this much. So basically, most of the time you have to be with the customer, and then you have to think about the operations and solutions, right? Operation solutions, and then you have to have an internal meeting to solve the problem. So this time is reduced nearly to from 100% previously to 10%. 90% time you need to work on some particular vision, right? So after then they started one more that is the e-business campaign. That this was started in 1996 by IBM. What they told like, now we need to change the trend of marketing, right? So they told like, you need to now showcase your product in the internet platform throughout the world, because if you are just interacting with the customer, it is interaction between nearby places. You are not able to cover whole world, right? So now you have to cover the whole world. So they started an e-business campaign where a company has to brand their product online. And what they are doing, they are just for creating this campaign, for making this awareness, they are training the IBM CEOs, right? They are just talking to them, they are just training to them, like how you need to do a transformation of a business, how you need to do that e-business campaigns, how you need to run the e-business campaigns. So this was a clicking point. Now you see how slowly the elephant has started dancing, right? Previously it was not dancing, now it has started dancing. So this is the whole scenario of this case study, where at 1993 there was a crisis, right? Market value was 29 billion. In 2022, after the Gartner came, right, there was a profit of nearly 168 billion, right? So there was a net income this was a loss, and now it comes to the profit. Now they mixed the revenue. They are giving nearly 60% to the hardware, and 50%, more than 50% they are giving for services and softwares. Okay, so this was a guy who changed IBM. From a dead end, he bought IBM to basically a new solution providing from a global leader. Now, what are the strategies they do for this whole case study? What are basically the main points they implemented to become a global leader? First thing is that it's a trust. Everywhere is a trust, right? They are not saying to buy IBM product. They are saying you can buy what best to you, and we will suggest what best to you. So it's for a company also, it's a peace of mind. Okay, we have to tell the requirement only, and the IBM advisor will tell us everything. He will give us a solution, right? Now, if you build a trust with the customers, it is very difficult to switch, right? Because if you want to switch to the new or you want to build a new team, right? If you want to switch from IBM advisor to new team, it will take your time. First, it will take your time, and it is more expensive, right? So the switching cost is pretty high. If they want also to switch apart from IBM global advisors, the time they have to consume is pretty high, because the projects are running, and it is very expensive as well, because they need to find good peoples for particular domain, right? For basically consulting the e-campaigns and all, they are totally attached with the C-suits, that is the CEO, CFOs. They are consulting and selling with the CEOs, right? So this is what the IBM build. They build the trust with the customers and with the different services, right? So from this case study, what we learn, so these are the general actually this thing, and yeah, so that's all. Now I will just try to relate this case study with your business problems, right? So now what happened? The problem one was, so when you are going to the business owner, right? Okay, so business owner will attend those who are having some technical skills. Technical skills related to their business segment. Business segment, right? So if you are going to the business owner, always be ready and have a background check of the business, because you are going as an expert to them, right? So now the business owner will give you a business problems. They'll say like, these are the problems: problem number 1, problem number 2, problem number 3, right? Then you have to identify what are the best possible solution. Best possible solution, right? And then for the best possible solution, you have to give them, you have to take a data. First, you have to give the best possible solution, not based on data. The first thing, because in the initial meetings, they'll not able to give you data. So best possible solution, you can suggest to them, these are the best possible solution. But for giving more insights for this best possible solution, you need a data. So this is data oriented solution. Okay. So this is how you need to work, and you need to identify a business problem. I hope this is clear. I hope the case study you find interesting and it is clear to you all.
Yes, very interesting. Actually, it was nice. The case study was
Great.
an interesting eye opener. Actually, I mean, I can now relate how I can translate it to what
Yes.
project I have taken up.
Yeah. So now it is a good eye opener for you as well. So you can have now you get some understanding like how to find a business problems, what exactly the things are there, what exactly the organization structure should be there. That might be the case, right? When you are going to the business owner, there are employees which are not working properly. They have to so these are the first-hand peoples, right? Okay, so they need to take care of these guys also. They need to check there should not be a financial misappropriation as well, right? So these things they have to find it out. Okay.
Sir, for the next week, can you show a case study of some small business if possible?
Yeah, I'll showcase. I'll showcase to you all. No problem.
Because IBM is like a very big company.
Yes. Yeah. Got
small,
it.
Yes, sir.
I'll show you. Meanwhile, I'll take 5 minutes break, right? Okay. So meanwhile, I will share you the feedback form so you can input the case studies, whatever you are suggesting here to me, right? And then maybe I'll just go through some case studies related to a small structure business, and then I'll just cover these studies and these things, right, in next session. So since now we have completed all our you can say for basically rubrics things we have already covered till now. What exactly the rubrics are there, what the things are there, we have already covered. From the next session we'll start something new, right, which might help you all. Okay. So
Can
from
we ask her doubts?
Yes, probably some tools and interesting tools and all which we can use.
yes, I'll just cover. Maybe you can just mention in the feedback form so that, because the thing is that during the meeting you are telling a lot of things. It should not be in my mind at all, right? So when I'm going through the feedback, I'm just seeing like what your suggestions are, right? On the basis of that, I can plan something, and we can have some sessions as well from Dr. Ashwin and our expert mentor from on supply chain as well. So you can mention the topic clearly, what exactly you are looking for. So based on that, we can just design our next sessions.
Sure.
Okay. I'll have a break of nearly 5 minutes, and then we can start the question and answer, right?
All right, sir.
Okay. Just you also take a break. Okay, fine. Meanwhile, you can just fill the suggestions. Okay. Okay. So now I'll take your questions and answer, right? So whatever the doubts you have, you can just feel free to ask me now.
Yes, sir. Can I ask my doubts now?
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Can I ask question?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can raise your hand and just ask one by one.
So, sir, I'm working currently. I've finished my proposal stage. I'm currently in the midterm. This thing.
Okay.
I'm working with a buyer-to-buyer business, and I've asked for in the proposal stage. I've expected like a lot of data actually, but then due to the nature of the business and this thing, and like after I've gotten only a few data sets, which I don't think is like enough for. I mean, it's enough for analysis. I won't be. It's far lesser than what I expected. And,
Okay.
I think it's due to the nature of the business. They all often do like bulk orders and this. So the data points are very fragmented, I guess. Like if I'm taking the sales for throughout a year, they only have like few of the months. They'll have a huge number of buyouts, and then it'll be like completely null throughout the year. And we have, I think, like 70 or something customers, and all of them are like very fragmented. We have like on average maybe 8 data points per percent. So
No, I think last time also I answered this question, right? We had a discussion about this in the last meeting, right?
yeah.
So last meeting I suggested you, since you have very less data points, right? You need to identify which are good, which are. So you have to categorize that customers.
I was thinking of this thing in my problem statement. I was trying to find the best customers. They have a problem related to low number of. If there's low number of what is it? Orders during a particular period, they usually bundle the orders together. So I was trying to find an optimal this thing by looking at the behavior of these customers. Most of them are long-time customers, but I think the behavior is very predictable.
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
If I have 2 years of, I have currently 2 years. I expected way more to base my understanding. Can I still take like 2 years of data and still base my?
Yeah, you can process. You can just start processing your 2 year data as of now, whatever you have.
Yes, sir.
Try
And
to
it's
get
like
some
one-
insight from there. Then you can just, if some good insights are coming, it is fine, right? Otherwise, you can just try to get some more data. Maybe
I've asked, sir.
I'm sure in 2 years data you will get some good insights, right? Even you are getting a pattern from of the customers, customer retention. At least you are getting who are your retained customers, right? What exactly the amount of demands they are having, right? So how much demands are there they are having? What type of demands they are having, right? What is your lead time to fulfill basically their needs? Like it is delayed or you are just fulfilling the demands on time, right? So these things maybe give you some insights.
Yes, sir. No, the thing was like it's monthly. The data is given on a month by month basis. There's no daily.
No, that is fine. If you have a month by month data, then it is fine.
It's fine. Okay.
It is fine. Not an issue, right?
Okay.
So you can go ahead with this.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right? Okay. Yeah, Abhishek.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
My proposal is being hold. So I want to ask the only recommendation which is given by TA, I should just make those changes or
Yes. You need to make the changes whatever mentioned in for your whole report. You don't have to modify your whole report.
should I do anything else also?
No, it is not required. So your report is hold basically for the suggestions whatever they have given, right?
Yeah,
But
they said to reframe WBS structure and Gantt chart.
Yeah. Then maybe you can reframe it and just share it with them. You can upload the report. I think 22nd today is the last date for this hold uploads, right? You can just check the date and upload it accordingly. Otherwise, it will get rejected if you are not able to upload the report.
Okay, sir. They just sent the email last night only.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I submitted the proposal.
Patel Heath, I think I have answered your question.
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Sir, I am in a final stage of this project, final report. I have working on a B2B timber manufacturing business.
Okay.
So in which I have completed I have successfully completed the midterm. Now I am in the final report. So sir, I have my business has a two problem statement. First one is fluctuating profits due to the fluctuating price of raw materials. They have a constant selling price of their product. But due to raw materials, their profits are keep fluctuating over the month over month.
Yeah.
Second problem is a low customer retention rate. So, sir, I have find out the customer retention about the 32%, and in a first problem statement, there is a standard deviation in the fluctuation about the 8%, 12%. 12%, sir.
Okay, that is fine. It's okay.
So sir, I have find out. I have done the work up to this, but I'm not able to figure out that in final report what else I can do.
No, that is what I told you today. I discussed everything about the final report itself. You need to give whole results and discussion. That is what I explained you since last 1 hour, right? What you need to do in your final report.
Okay. Sir, I am asking that any other things that I can try out in this
You
case.
can try. You can try. No problem. You can try. So in final report, you have to give your whole result analysis. You can try and give them. It might be not correct. That is fine. But you can just give it to them.
Sir, means I am thinking about the hedging because that raw material price are going to fluctuate month over month. If the customer, if the business owner will be do a hedging over that purchase, then it will be give them a stable profit margin.
Correct. You can give a try. You can just check like what exactly the price trend first, raw material price trend. Then based on that, you can just give them a suggestion. Hedging also you can do it.
Okay, sir. Or anything from your side that I should do over it which I am missing here.
No, it depends upon your problem statement. Since your problem statement you have given, the retention rate is fine. You are showing like how much retention rate are there. That is fine. That is a good solution. After then you can just check the price trend as well. So price prediction analysis you can do, where you can predict the raw material price. Suppose in a year there might be some of months or some of the season, like you can say a rainy season, right, or some other seasons where there is a huge sharply decline on the prices, right? You can just check like what exactly the months where the prices are declining, because this data is available, right? Online also this data is available, what exactly the prices for basically timber for nearly 10 years, you can say, right? From 10 years you are able to identify, okay, these are the months where the demands are fluctuating a lot, right? So you can just store a raw material at that time, right? This will help you to increase the profit.
Okay.
So price prediction analysis you can do it, raw material price prediction.
Okay, sir. I can use this as you say in the data is available online. So I can give the reference in my report, or
you can give a reference. You can say like since this is the new problem statement I'm using, where apart from what you are doing, right? So this is something like a new thing you are doing, where you are predicting the raw material price for a years. This you can do, because the thing is that this is something like a prediction of raw material you are doing. Suppose if you want to analyze the price of gold for nearly 10 years, if you are doing a business for a jewelry shop, right? So you have a primary data from a jewelry shop. You know like what are the how much consumption of gold will be there per month, right? Based on that, you can see like price prediction analysis for gold as a raw material for nearly 10 years. Then you can, from there you will identify these are the regions where, or these are the months where the price are fluctuating and it is pretty less throughout the year. Then you can just suggest them like, okay, if you can buy this price, your profit will be increased this much percentage. Then you can relate your basically prediction analysis with the profit directly.
okay, sir.
Got my
Okay.
point?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Got it. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, Ussa.
Yes, sir. I am currently in my final stage right now, sir, and I'm working with a small fast fashion jewelry shop. So, sir, I have I have few doubts and I have one feedback to share.
Okay.
As for the doubts, sir, sir, for the final report, you have in the sections there is a detailed analysis of detail, like mentioning of the methods of analysis used and their explanation, and then there is the interpretation and the results. So, sir, if I am explaining why I used a method or why I use certain analysis processes, then there is a sort of interpretation goes into that only. So
No, the interpretation is different. That is what I told from the figure itself. How you are interpreting the results. You are saying like from the figure number 1 in result this, right? If you are plotting a pie chart, so 30% of your commodity A for a year this much is giving sales is there. Then in interpretation you can say like since this commodity for a year it is the sales is pretty high, So you need to stock the condition so that in such a way so that there should not be any stock out condition. So that should be the interpretation
All right, sir. Yes,
based
sir.
on your result.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
So I'll just dissect it further and further in the interpretation.
Correct. Good.
Also, sir, the feedback.
Yeah. Give feedback.
The main goal of my project was for the business to be sustainable, and as far as the sales has been, after my feedback to the business owner,
Okay.
since the last month is it looks more stable, and since she's already working, like she's doing her masters as well. So as of now, she has very less of like investment into, like, mentally invested into the business. Like
Okay.
earlier it was a lot of headache and a lot of manual labor was going into the business from her side, which was exhausting.
Okay.
And as of now, that thing is not that it's not a problem to her anymore, and
Great.
way more sustainable. Like the sales that were projected for, like I almost estimated around 2,000 rupees sales for the month of January would be there.
Great.
And, for 2,500, the sales was almost 2,400 something for the January month, and for February it has already exceeded, and I hope it will stay like that. So I guess
Great. Good work.
main
So
motive.
it was a jewelry business, right? Artificial jewelry business, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Great.
Yes, sir.
It is. So these are the happy moments, sir, right? So these are the happy moments when you are seeing a changes as per your suggestions. So it will give you a motivation as well, right?
Yes.
So whatever you are doing, at least it is reflecting to somebody and it is helping out. Well, right.
Yes. So earlier, like a lot of things evolved through the whole project. Like earlier, it was me focusing on how that there was a lot of seasonal and sales fluctuations, and how could she sustain through them by making some inventory changes or hiring people to do other work, which was not exactly fitting to her needs and the main vision of the business.
Great. So you can do one thing, sir. You can just drop us a mail with the details. We can cover a story for you, which will be published from Professor Andrew's LinkedIn handle and BS handle. So these are pretty motivating stories. We can just publicize this, right? You can just send us a mail.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
I just need to like wrap up my.
You can wrap up and then you can send us a mail what exactly the outcome was there and how the business owner is pretty impressive with your project. You can just drop us a mail. We'll cover this story. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All the best. Yeah, Anup Kumar.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
Anup.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Actually, this is my first SEM, sir. Hello.
Yeah, Anup, I am able to hear you. Tell
Can I
me. Yeah.
I'm audible, sir. Hello.
There might be some issue with your connection, I think so.
I'm audible, sir, now.
Yeah, now a bit.
I'm audible, sir.
Arun, maybe you can just come back after some time. Your voice is not coming, Anup. You can come after some time. Now it's better.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we are getting issue with Anup. Okay, Arun.
Hello, sir. I'm audible now.
Yes, sir.
Anup, your voice is breaking. You can make your connection stable. Meanwhile, I can address other questions. Yeah, Arun.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me.
I visited 2 shops. First was mobile shop and second was the plumbing material shop.
Okay.
तो मोबाइल शॉप के पास इन्वेंटरी प्रॉब्लम है, आउटडेटेड स्टॉक्स उसके पास पड़े हुए हैं।
ओके, मोबाइल शॉप के पास क्या प्रॉब्लम है? इन्वेंटरी प्रॉब्लम है।
यस यस यस।
अच्छा, ओके
फोन मॉडल्स, ओल्ड फोन मॉडल्स है जो कि पड़े हुए हैं,
ओके।
तो इसके लिए उनको फेस करना पड़ा, फाइनेंशियली लॉस करना पड़ रहा है। तो
हम्म।
ये एक अच्छा बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है प्रपोजल के लिए।
ये बिजनेस प्रॉब्लम तो है बहुत बड़ा, लेकिन इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या दोगे? क्योंकि आजकल क्या हो रहा है कि हर वीक हर मंथ मॉडल चेंज हो रहेंगे, राइट? हर मंथ नया मॉडल आ रहेगा। तो उसमें क्या हो सकता है कि अब टेक्निकली तो बेसिकली बिजनेस ओनर को पता होगा कि जो स्टॉक्स पुराना हो जाता है उसको जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर है वो वापस लेता है या नहीं लेता है। अगर वापस नहीं लेता है तो इट इज अ डायरेक्ट लॉस।
यस,
इसको क्वांटिफाई कर सकते हो कि यू कैन से लाइक दीज आर द लॉसेस ही इज सफरिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द इन्वेंटरी इश्यूज, राइट? उसके बाद ये देख सकते हैं कि इसको स्टॉक को हमें कैसे निकालना है। जैसे ये स्टॉक क्या है, जो पुराना स्टॉक है ये टीयर 1 सिटीज में नहीं निकलेगा, क्योंकि वहाँ लोग की जो डिमांड है, जो पीपल्स की डिमांड है वो बेसिकली न्यू प्रोडक्ट की तरफ ज्यादा है, राइट? लेकिन जो टीयर 4 सिटीज है, टीयर 3 सिटीज हैं, गांव वगैरह, वहां पे इस तरीके के प्रोडक्ट जा सकते हैं। तो वो क्या कर सकता है, गांव में एटलीस्ट उसके पास क्या है, जो स्टॉक है वो तो डेड स्टॉक है ना, वो तो बिक ही नहीं रहेगा,
यस,
राइट? तो वो क्या कर सकता है, कुछ थोड़ा बहुत सेल मतलब दिखा के कि हम इतना % सेल ले रहे हैं, उस स्टॉक को क्लियर कर सकता है। इवन दो थोड़ा बहुत लॉस होगा, लेकिन ये है कि पूरा लॉस होने से तो अच्छा है ना।
यस यस।
तो वो टीयर 3 सिटीज या टीयर 4 सिटीज में फोकस कर सकता है, जहां लोग क्या है इतने अवेयर नहीं है न्यू मॉडल्स की तरफ। दे आर मोस्ट मतलब उनको ज्यादा फाइनेंशियली प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी मतलब फाइनेंशियली कम उस पे प्रोडक्ट चाहिए, राइट? अगर पैसे कम होंगे प्रोडक्ट के, वो ज्यादा उसको प्रेफर करेंगे, इवन इट इज फ्रॉम डुप्लीकेट और सम अदर चीप ब्रांड्स एज वेल। लेकिन टीयर 1 टीयर 2 सिटीज में पीपल्स आर फॉलोइंग द ब्रांड्स, वहां पे ब्रांड्स फॉलो करते हैं एंड दे विल नॉट गो फॉर इट। ठीक है, तो बेस्ट ऑप्शन ये है कि पहले उसको क्वांटिफाई करो कि कितना इन्वेंट्री है, कितना लॉस है उसका, और फिर उसको उसका मार्केट सर्च करो कि कहाँ पे वो बेच सकता है, राइट?
यस,
Then you can give him a suggestion so he can sell in this particular market and tier 3 या tier 4 cities में बेच सकता है।
ओके सर।
ठीक
एंड
है।
प्लम्बिंग मटेरियल शॉप जो है उसपे क्या है कि लोग क्रेडिट पे ले रहे हैं और पैसा जल्दी नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, तो इसके लिए कि
क्रेडिट का तो बहुत बड़ा इशू है। क्रेडिट इज वेरी बिग इशू बिकॉज क्रेडिट का क्या है, अगर आप नहीं दोगे तो कस्टमर नहीं आएगा। ठीक है, तो ये है क्रेडिट कहाँ फायदेमंद होता है, जहाँ मतलब जो बिजनेस ओनर होता है वो वेल सेटल्ड मार्केट में होता है, बहुत सेटल्ड होता है, बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज है वो क्रेडिट में देते हैं जिनके पास ऑलरेडी फंड है। लेकिन जिसके पास फंड नहीं है उसके लिए क्रेडिट थोड़ा इशू है। लेकिन प्रॉब्लम भी है कि उसको सस्टेनेबिलिटी भी देखनी है कि सस्टेन भी करना है मार्केट में। ठीक है, तो कैसे सस्टेन करेगा और कैसे प्रॉफिट मतलब जो है कैसे इसको वो करेगा, वो एक बड़ा चैलेंज है।
यस सर, तो इस पे मैं काम कर सकता हूँ ना? ठीक है,
कर सकते हो, क्यों नहीं कर सकते हो? अगर कोई सॉल्यूशन अगर तुम निकाल रहे हो तो दैट इज वेरी इनोवेटिव सॉल्यूशन। बहुत इनोवेटिव सॉल्यूशन होगा अगर इस पे निकाल रहे हो कि कैसे क्रेडिट सिस्टम को कम किया जा सकता है
ओके सर।
है ना? बहुत अच्छे सॉल्यूशन है, काम करो इस पे। अगर कुछ फ्रूटफुल इज कमिंग, इट्स वेरी गुड क्रेडिट सिस्टम पे।
थैंक यू सर।
या रोवन।
Good afternoon, sir. The
Good
truth
afternoon.
is that I'm in my proposal stage. I mean, I already submitted.
Okay.
But you mentioned earlier that the holdout date, that the last day is today.
Correct,
But
correct.
my proposal has neither been accepted nor rejected nor
No,
anything else.
don't worry about it. I think we have already responded to your ticket as well. So you can wait up to 24th, right? If your hold proposal is not hold, right, till before your hold submission date, it means there will be a major issues in your report, or there will be not an issues, right? Or it will get accepted or rejected. So two conditions will be there. So just wait till 24th, and by 24th you are able to know like what exactly the feedbacks and your report thing is?
So the thing is that I'm actually in my last term to finish the BDM project. So
Okay.
I was wondering if if it could be, if there's any way it could be done today, so that like I can
No,
if there
that
is
is what
any
I
flaw,
told you.
then
If your report is not, basically the hold option is only for a minor revision, right? It is not for a major revision. So if your report, so suppose in your report, if you are missing a Gantt chart, right, then your report will put on hold. If there is technical issues, if your problem statement itself is not correct, right, it is not a business problem, then it is a major revision and it will not be put on a hold. It will directly get rejected.
But sir, if the review is coming out on the 24th and the last date for the holdout is today, so even if there is a minor problem, will it still get rejected?
No, then it is rejecting with a major problem. It is not rejecting with the minor problems, right?
Okay.
So
All right. Fine.
what exactly the process is? All the TAs are scanning all the reports, right? The first step is to scan all the reports. When they're scanning, they are able to identify, okay, these are the minor problems in the report, and they put immediately reports on a hold, right?
Oh,
If there
okay.
are major problems, they'll just put that report aside as of now, because it takes time for them to scan the report, whole report, and give the detailed comment, right? So they'll put the report on a aside, and the whole reports, they are immediately just pushing the report on a hold, whatever the reports they think are on a minor revision. So these are the two steps they are using. The first is only the skimming the reports and seeing whether it is basically contains all the reviews content or not. If it is not, they put on a hold. And on the second stage, they are going with a detailed basically evaluation for the report, and then they are giving a comments, right?
So, sir, what you're saying is that the reason my report has there's no status yet is because it has some major problems?
No, not a major problem. So it might, that is what I told. If it is a minor problem only, it will put on a hold. So if your report is not evaluated till now, it doesn't mean it is a major problem. It might be your report get accepted also,
Oh, okay.
right? So they didn't go through your report in detail, right? They'll go, because we received nearly a huge number of reports this cycle, right? So it will take some time.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, great. Yeah, Fatima.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Just give me a minute. I'll just check Anup Kumar question, because his mic was not working. I am living in most of the shop as you share the data. So can I use institution data for TNP department and then business? You can use Anup, but I'm not sure they'll give you the financial data or not, because here you have to find out the business problem, right? So TNP department, what exactly you are finding it out, and how you are finding it out, the business problem, that might be a challenge. If they can give you if they can give you institutional data with the financial aspects, because you need to correlate everything with the financial aspects, right, to find a business problem, to just give a solution of the business problem, right, then you can go ahead. Some student already did a project on a coaching institute and different institute, and they identified the business problem very well. So if you think like if it is fine, then you can go ahead.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, Fatima, I think.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, right now I'm in the proposal stage and it got rejected. And because
Okay.
of the major problem, as
Hmm.
the business problem isn't aligned with the business objective. So I'm just seeking your advice. Sir, I am referring an interlock paving tiles industry, okay, which is located in Kerala. So the business owner hasn't got any background, educational background on this. So he handles every business by himself. So as of now, he has no proper data management. All he got is just the sales data.
Okay.
But then he's doing good in his business as well.
Okay.
Even he's getting subsidies from government also.
Mm-hmm.
So what I thought was like I would do a proper data management thing, but then it was rejected in the proposal. So I'm seeking your advice. What can I do with the with it?
No, so you have sales data, right?
Yeah, I have sales data.
From sales data, you can predict everything. If you have a
Mm.
sales data, you can
Mm.
predict a demand fluctuation also, because the demands are how the demands are creating in the market. They are based on a sales only, right?
Yeah.
So you are going to predict the demand, right? From there, from sales data, at least you can see the demands, you can see the profits, you can see the best commodities, you can see highly performing commodities there, right? So as different SKUs, key SKUs, that all you can do it from there.
I can do that. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
and regarding the wastage, he hasn't got any wastage. He handles it perfectly.
Okay,
And
then
he
it is
doesn't
fine.
keep
Wastage.
inventory all. He doesn't keep any stock because it is like demand driven business.
Correct, correct, correct. So then customer retention is pretty important. Whether the customers are retaining, previous customers are retaining or not, because the
Yeah,
demand is something.
he's doing that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
he's doing that because he is managing everything by himself. Once he
And
gets the
then
demand,
you need to check one more thing. Who are the key customers?
so usually contractors, engineers,
Correct.
they ask him and he just delivers. That's how he does.
No, that is fine. But in engineers and construction business,
Household.
who are the key customers? Means who are giving them a most profit.
Okay, I can do that.
And order volume also you can see from where order volume and order values are coming. They are their key customers. So based on that, you can identify or segment the customers. So these are your key customers from where within a year this much volume of materials is coming and this much value they have given to your, or this much profit is they have given to your business. So that is what from the case study, right? IBM case study I've shown you. 40%, that is a basically customer centric approach, right? If a customer is giving 40% of your profit, contributing at 40% of your profit, then your approach should be customer centric. You have to give a more importance to that customer. You have to visit that customer in person and you have to identify the problems what they are having or the demands they are having, right?
His
So that
work
should
is
be
like distributed like among contractors and engineers. What these engineers do is like some of them go for the government work, that laying tiles and footpath and all, school, that way. Another is like household, like homes. His work is basically on this.
okay.
So if I go for the customer segmentation, as you said, sir, then I can go for these, right? Contractors.
Yes, you can go for this. Correct.
So one business problem I can do for is customer segmentation, as you suggested, and the other one is like the prediction.
Basically, you can see the fluctuations. You can see the fluctuation of a demand, right? Demand of a different products they are having, right? And then you can just see basically profitability. You can see what are the more profitable products they have, right? And then he can go do customer segmentation. I already told he can do a customer segmentation based on volume, based on volume and based on values. Values, it means based on the value of a product, right?
And
so these
sir,
things.
I can get data like for just last year and this year. I mean, till then, 1 year I can get, because he has no proper data management. The only thing which he got is like sale invoices and his accounting, his own accounting method, like how much it's produced a day.
That is fine. Maybe you can check whatever the data he has first. You just try to find out the business problem, visualize the data, if something is coming from the data or not, right? Then you have to take a call. Okay, these are the things coming from the data. Then you can have a meeting with him, right? You can have a meeting with him, just tell him like this is what exactly is coming from the data. Then you can build up the other things.
So sir, today is the last day for the project proposal, as you said, right?
No, it's not a last date. You should be very careful with the timelines. Today is the last date for hold option. So you didn't submit the report itself. Report submission dates
I had submitted, but then they rejected, sir.
Then if it is rejected, then you can't submit it again. If it is hold only, then you can submit it again. If it is rejected, then you have to go for the next cycle only. So there is a difference between two. Correct. There is a difference between two. If it is hold, you can resubmit it. If it is not whole, it is rejected, then you can't able to submit on a whole timeline. You have to submit in the next timeline, fresh submission timeline.
So, sir, I can just start doing it from right now,
Yes,
right?
yes,
I
yes.
can just,
You
like,
can
if
start doing,
I
correct.
had corrected, I mean, I had seeked advice from you, right? So I can just work on it, right?
Yeah,
Customer demand fluctuation. I
correct,
hope
correct.
they wouldn't reject it. And
No,
sir,
it depends. Like if you are not able to reframe the business problem properly again, there might be the case it will reject. So you should be very proper. Go through our videos where we explain how to how to formulate a business problem. You can go to the Rubrix document, refer the previous reports, sample reports you have given, and based on that you can just because business problem is a basic step and it is very important. If your business problems are not correct, your whole project will not move ahead properly and it will reject at any stage. So your business problem should be perfect.
so before submission, is there any way that I can seek guidance from you, like?
No, in Sunday session usually we can have a Sunday session like today Arun also discuss his business problem, right? So similarly, next time when you are coming, you can discuss with me like today you are doing. Right, it is not possible for me to evaluate your report before submission, right? So
No,
that is not
just for
possible.
the business problems, sir, because I'm concerned of, getting
Maybe you
rejected.
can drop us a mail, we look into it and then we can just reply, get back to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, 2 years data is enough, right? Like, or
No, I'm not saying enough. It depends upon basically last every meeting I'm saying the large number of data will help you a lot. It will give you a finer understanding. So you can see like if it is possible. If it is not possible, you can just go with 2-year data itself.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Bye. Yeah, Nirmal.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for your time, sir. I am in the final submission stage, sir. It got rejected because I think I missed some rubric 6 and all.
Okay.
I have only 11 pages or something. My project is mainly for a small arts coaching center, like a fine arts coaching, like a drawing one.
Okay.
And we identified the business problem, and the owner is also happy with that. And he is expecting only. I mean, their main thing is they are not able to fulfill the entire classroom. They are renting some 2-3 rooms, and then they are trying to fill that. Morning to evening it is free, and evening it is too much crowded. And maybe with the discussion with some of the colleagues and all, based on that, we suggested that we can give some discounts on the morning time, so more people will come. So like that, we suggested and all. But now my question is that rubrics. This is my final stage, sir. I mean, only that BDM project is pending. Rest all I have completed, so that I can complete the diploma. So if I am able to, with the whatever the analysis I did earlier and the proposal and the midterm and the final one, if I try to follow the rubrics for the final, will it be okay, or do I need to start from beginning, because this is a repeat one I registered last time?
No, you don't have to repeat anything. Right. So let's suppose your previous reports are accepted. It is fine. It is accepted. If you are changing a business, then you have to repeat everything. But if the business is same, right?
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Then you don't have to repeat anything. You have to move ahead only. So if your proposal midterm was accepted, you have to go for your final submission. You don't have to go again from the scratch.
Okay, sir. And also one more thing, that what the business owner he is requesting is he doesn't have. I mean, it's a very small one. He is a startup kind of thing now. After COVID only he has started, so he doesn't have any proper data management and all. So during the midterm, during my interaction, I helped him to create Excel one, so that usually he is giving a written bill. Maybe all the data I have uploaded in that folder also. So when he wants to check, his main problem is he don't know how many people has paid the fees or something. So after a month, some people are not coming for 2-3 days, and they are delaying the payment after their class. Say every month they have some 5 sessions, means they are attending only 3. But after in the next month beginning, they have to pay the full fees. They are not paying that. They are pushing it to mid of the next month only. They are paying the fees and all. This was his major problem. So he is not able to, rotate the money and all. Suddenly, he may not get the money. So for identifying who hasn't paid the fees or something, he was taking a bill book kind of thing, and then he has to manually reconcile. Even he was returning in the logbook kind of thing only. I suggested him to use Excel because he don't want to invest some software.
Maybe you can make a dashboard for him, na? That is a good thing.
Yes,
you
sir.
can make an Excel dashboard for him, so it might be useful for him.
Yeah, I have made it, and I have given that during the midterm itself. He was very happy for that. That is only for the billing one. I have shared that dashboard also in the project folders. But now he is asking for. Since last time I did some our MAD project and all. So I showed him that this is what when during our discussion this is IIT is doing and all. So he is asking that can you share any of that MAD project? So that he can use it for attendance kind of thing. Is it okay, sir? Can I?
It is fine. It is fine. No
right?
problem.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. So in the final report, I will add that also. I have created that MAD project and I follow the rubrics.
Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm sharing this suggestion form again. You can just fill the form. Okay. Yeah, Soham.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Sir, I am actually, this is the final term which I have to complete the BDM project. And
Okay.
I had my college exams till now, so I haven't started with the project yet. So, sir, considering the timeline which is currently there, if I were to start in like the proposal by March, so
No,
can
this question I will not able to answer, please. Because the structure and planning should be yours, right? So we are
sir,
not
I
able
just wanted to
interfere.
ask that in the May month, like after, if in case the proposal, the midterm, and the final submissions are accepted, the Viva can be held in the month of May as well.
Yes, we can have a Viva in month of May. Yeah.
Okay, and sir, just like Fatima asked, is there any way to like before the
No.
submission evaluate
No, it is
the
not there. So up to proposal, we don't have anything like that. But from midterm, if your report get rejected, right? You have
yes?
the boot camps. You already have a boot camp. We are just sending a mail, so you can attend a boot camp and just consult with the mentors. I'm not sure you did
Okay,
it till now or not, but there is a proper boot camps are there. You need to register for the boot camp for final, for midterm.
right.
All right, we are
Sir,
giving a support, but I'm not sure like you are taking a benefit or not.
I'm sorry, sir, I might have missed that. Sir,
Yeah.
is the registration for that open for next month and later as well?
No, at what stage you are in?
I am at the very beginning, sir.
Proposal we don't have. That is what I told. Proposal we
No,
don't have any
for
benefit.
midterm and final
No.
stage.
Midterm when you are going to submit. When you are going to
Yeah.
submit, it get rejected. Then you can have a boot camp. You can understand what exactly the point of rejection, how you need to modify, right? Then you can just
Okay.
get benefit from the this thing. Otherwise, you have to first submit, because everything I have already covered. You can
Yeah.
go through the sessions, previous 2 sessions, you will
Yeah.
understand
Yes,
anything,
sir.
right? There's
Yeah,
no
you might have also answered this question before, sir. I'm sorry for.
no problem.
Sir, one quick question. Would you recommend me to start the secondary route considering the
No, I'll
like,
not suggest anything.
so
I'll not,
because
because
the
the thing is that
situation is such that the
it totally
situation
depend
is such
upon you.
that even if I miss one cycle now, it is like very
Correct.
detrimental for me. And I really want to like consider the primary route because it is like a very interesting
So there
path.
is a basically a compensation between your grades and your time,
Yeah,
right?
I am aware, sir.
So the
So
thing is that you need to see like what is important for you as of now, because some of the
yes,
students, they are not having eligibilities for a degree thing, right? So
Right.
they are going for a primary, because here
I
the
wish
secondary.
to I don't wish to continue with degrees, sir. I think this is like the
Yeah,
last term where I will finish the project and take the diploma
then
in
it is
that.
fine. Maybe you can take a call for primary or secondary. You can just decide by your own
All
what's
right.
exactly your priority is,
Right.
and there are multiple factors which are coming into picture that you need
Yeah,
to
for
decide.
sure.
I'm not able to just comment on that.
Okay,
So you
okay.
just take a call on that, like because you are in the last term, you are sufficient enough to take a decision, right? Just
Right.
think about it for some time, what you want to
Okay,
do,
sir.
and don't delay it too much. That is what I want to suggest. Don't
Yeah,
delay it
yeah.
too much. Just take a call as soon as possible so that you can just go ahead.
All right, sir. Okay.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Kalyasan. Yeah. Tell me.
Yes. So, first of all, thank you for the extended time, sir, and your sessions. Uh,
No problem.
okay, I'm in proposal stage. I'm planning to submit my proposal by March cycle.
Okay.
So, I was able to find a business which is a kind of B2B. They have a kitchen and they used to supply food to some middleman who is supplying to PGs and other daily. They used to supply around 100 120 number of food. Okay, the only thing is they have data only for last 2 months. They are running business since last 6 7 years, but the business owner is running based on his own experience. But they are not maintaining any data for the
No,
inventory.
they
Also,
have a purchase data, right?
purchase data. He says that it is all lost. He has lost something in COVID. He said he is having only 2 months solid data. My
But
doubt
2 months,
is,
it's very 2 months. You
yeah,
won't be
that is
able to
what.
get anything. Yeah.
Sir, that is what my concern is. Like, are we allowed to extend this project up to 3 terms?
Yeah,
And
you can. So
yeah,
it's not a
yeah,
problem. If you
yeah,
have time,
yeah,
then it is opportunity for you. You
yeah,
can
yes,
just extend it, and maybe you can register it next term or next to next term, right? So because your fees is
so
valid for 2 terms, right?
okay,
So if
I'm ready to pay that fee, sir. But actually, last time I registered for the project, but I couldn't do because of my personal priorities.
okay,
So
okay,
I've decided to do this term.
fine,
I'll collect the data and I'll extend till 3 terms, and I'll collect the data and I'll figure out.
sure,
I'm having problem statements.
no
I'll
problem. Great.
Okay,
Great.
sir.
So what you can
Okay.
do, at least if you have a problem statement, you can just submit your proposal so that at least
Okay.
your summation is will be continued, right? So
Okay.
you can submit your proposal so that if
Okay.
there is a modification in your problem statement, you
Okay,
can
sir.
just modify it, right? Because you have already
Okay.
registered in this term, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
instead
sir.
of wasting whole term, you can submit a proposal. There is no harm in
Okay.
submitting a proposal,
Okay,
right?
sir.
Because
Okay,
proposal
sir.
needs your problem statement. In proposal, you don't have to showcase any data,
Okay, sir.
right? You can just submit a proposal, make a proposal
Okay.
and submit it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Great.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Shalom. We'll wind up the meeting now. I think no more doubts are there. Just do fill this form, because from the form only I'll able to understand. I'm scanning the form, and from there I'm able to understand what exactly the topic and case studies, or what the issues you are facing on, right? Because this is the meeting we are having every week, but I'm not able to take a feedbacks from your side, right? So these forms will help us to get a feedback, your opinion, right? What you want. So if it is positive, negative, anything is fine, right? So we don't care about, don't think about it like you are putting a negative feedback, we will not able to qualify you, right? It is not like that. If you are doing a work, you can qualify, but it will give an understanding, and the positive negative feedback help us to improve the, because negative positives are always there for everything, right? So if we will not able to know what exactly the lacks we are having in projects, so it is difficult for us to improve it more. That's why at every stage we are taking a feedbacks from you, right? And when you are completing a viva also, we are having a feedback, so that you can just tell us what exactly we need to do to improvise the project, right? There are good feedbacks we receive from a student as well. So because of these feedbacks, student feedbacks only, we have modified, we have created a lot of document. Now we are revamping whole portal again, where we are putting a short videos of 5 minutes or 10 minutes, where you can just we can explain you what exactly the business problem, then we can explain you what is metadata. So like that, we are just trying to structure whole portal now. So maybe in a one next term or so, you are able to see the changes, right? So we are trying to give some good experience for you all, right? But let's hope for the best. Okay.
Sir, I had a small doubt. Can I ask?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, so recently, before our in the first week of February, we had a meet, and as per the meeting, I discussed with the business owner, and we made a good amount of sales just before the Valentine's week, and that was, as you suggested, to push the sales forward for the stock that she needs to clear it out for the next trend to come in, so that she can stock in whatever the product may be in trend for the next few months or so. So
Okay.
the thing is, it is the sales occurred in this month only, that is the month of February, but the total data for the sales during this month is not with me yet, because the month is yet to complete. So
Okay.
but at the same time, I want to showcase this thing, uh, that it was a strategic movement, and like it was a strategic thing to do to push forward the sales of this, and we achieved that also. So I don't know how to structure it in with the my final report. Actually, will it be possible to like showcase it in the report, if possible? Because this thing happened while I was discussing, and there were exchanges of ideas between me and the business owner, and something happened actually. So that's right.
Okay. Yeah, you can document this in the report, but make a different section for that.
Okay, sir. So
make a different section, or you can just what you can do, you can just document in this another document, right? And just give a link in your report.
Okay.
So that TAs will not get confused. So you can make a document, separate document, and just give a link with a proper heading. So this is what exactly the extra work I did, right? This is what the discussion we had. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Chalo.
Hello, sir. I am Sudarshana.
Yeah, tell me.
I don't have a doubt, but I have a suggestion.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, can we have this meeting scheduled like 2 to 3 days ahead?
Yeah, I have seen your feedback actually. Sorry. So
Yes,
the
sir.
thing is that we usually schedule meetings for one term. Now I have scheduled it, right? So you won't be able to get 1 day before. I have scheduled it for next whole term, right? So the time will be same. It is 11:30 onwards, right? There might be some cases if I am not available, I can just cancel the meeting before. But usually, normally we have meetings, Sunday meetings on the same time, 11:30 or so.
Perfect. Yeah, that helps.
Right?
Thank you.
Might be you are able to see in the calendar. You can just check your calendar. You are able to see in your calendar now for
Sure.
next weeks and next to next week for whole term. Yeah.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Great. Thanks a lot for your feedback.
This session will also be uploaded in YouTube, right?
Yeah, I'll upload this and will share you the link.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Chalo. Okay, bye. See you all.
Thank you,
bye,
sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.